Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Maria. I'm 25 years old. I'm married and I already have 2 kids already. Both girls, both of my girls. My oldest is 3 years old. She lives with my aunt. Long story. And my youngest is 18 months. Well, when I was trying to conceive with my first child, it took me 2.5 years, but I finally made it happen. It was a very beautiful experience. With my youngest, I got pregnant almost a month after trying, and when I went into my OB, because I moved from Florida to Texas, and then my new OB told me that I had a tilted uterus, which I didn't know before. So, that makes it harder for me to get pregnant, but somehow I got pregnant real quick with my youngest girl. But I had a successful delivery with her. I had been trying to get pregnant again for about 8 months. I had my last cycle on Mother's Day of this year, which was May 10th. So when my cycle didn't show up in June, I just knew I was pregnant. I had tests here laying around, and I wasn't really going to test then. I was probably like 4 days late, and then I decided to test, and come to find out, boop, I'm pregnant. I took a Clear Blue Easy, and on the stick it said pregnant. I screamed so loud, my husband came running, and he was like, "What's going on? Is the bug in here?" And I'm like, "No, I'm pregnant." Everything seemed normal. I had terrible morning sickness. I mean, it seemed worse than every other pregnancy. It was just bad, and even my husband was getting real sick. But everything seemed normal until about 9 weeks I started bleeding. I went to the ER, and of course they took blood and ran tests. They finally did an ultrasound, and they said that the sac looked abnormal and that they couldn't really see anything inside the sac. So pretty much they told me that I was measuring at 6 weeks when I was supposed to be 9 weeks. So they told me to go home and prepare myself for a miscarriage. It was rough trying to take all that in. I mean, my husband has high blood pressure. He's only 23, but he was diagnosed with high blood pressure a long time ago. So that news was just like kind of crushing to him. So they told me to go home. I cried, and I prayed for a while to make sure that everything was going to be okay. I spotted for about a week, brown blood, and then nothing. So this past Saturday, August 1st, I started bleeding again, and I went back to the ER. Once again, they couldn't find the heartbeat, and the sac was still looking abnormal. So they sent me home saying I should pass the tissue on my own. August 2nd, which is this past Sunday, I started passing small clots, and then the small clots became bigger clots, and they just got bigger and bigger. I went into the ER. I cried. I mean, I was losing so much blood. I made it to the ER, and sure enough, I was miscarrying. I ended up passing everything on my own. The OB doc on call didn't want to do a DNC because, she said that might scar my uterus, and she was pretty sure that I would want to try again. It was a pretty rough experience. I'm still dealing with it. I mean, it's just recently happened, just past Sunday. So I'm still trying to cope with everything. It was really hard for me. I mean, it all happened so fast, and I wasn't really getting answers like I wanted to. So anybody that's going through this, I understand and know what you're feeling like, and it's just rough. I know it is. I go in to see my doctor on Monday. I guess he wants to check the blood that they took, from Sunday. So I guess I'll be posting another blog then. I'm still hurting and just pretty much trying to get through this rough time. I'm glad I came across YouTube. My best friend, who I call my sister, let me know, there's other women that post blogs that are going through the same thing. So I decided to do one myself. And when I do try to conceive again, which my husband said he wants to try again soon, I don't know if I'll be ready, but who knows, we'll see. But that's all for now.